kind of like be close like this for now, just because we get the one mic until we get both.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2.
What's going on, everybody? Wilson here, your spiritual hype man, and I'm super excited because I got my best friend, my other half. Yes, you know her as Patti, Sarah. Patti, I'm just not going to give her last name for now, just in case. But for now, my other half is here. Go, what are you going to say?
Yeah, it's because I'm in the wet sec program.
The wet sec?
The wet sec.
The wet. Don't even joke around like that. We're not. Let's not even fuck around. Hi, Patti. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good. I'm super happy to be here. Got a lot of things that I guess we can talk about. But we got about 15 minutes. So, what do you? So, okay, real quick for everybody that's listening, whether it's new or not new, nothing changes until you do. Right? Thoughts, influence, thoughts, emotions, actions, outcome. Right? It's figuring out these situations. Right? Life is just a bunch of situations over time. Right? So situations and decisions over time, and it's just really decisions we make in these situations. Right? That we want a good outcome. Right? We want to feel good. Now, if you're not feeling good, there's something that we have to go back and reflect on and figure out, okay, what influence, what was the thought, what was the emotion, what was the action in that situation that led me to that outcome. That being said, hopefully you're having a great day. And if you're not, just remember, it is just the thoughts, the influence around you, the thoughts and those emotions. All you got to do is change the thoughts, right? Try to change the thoughts, change the prompts, ask yourself different questions. And or if you want to just hack the system, go for a run, turn some music on. What's your favorite song, babe, right now? What's your favorite song ever?
That's a hard question to answer.
I don't know that song, but we'll go back to you then on that. We'll go back to you on that one. You can think about it. So let me ask you a question. All right, so let's talk about Patti real quick. I'm super excited that you're here. Let's just dive right in terms of some of the things that you've been working with or dealing with. Tell me a little something about what you got going on.
Work, life, family.
Okay, so pick one and then tell me about what's going on and share something with the viewers or listeners, like some real shit. This is where you get to be a little real and talk about, what you're going through. There's things that I've talked about before, like let's say for example the last episode. If you haven't listened to it, it was how do you want to show up and train for success. So I shared with people that for like a week and a half you were like mentally and emotionally just like ugh, and a little detached from like everything else. And then we had the walk. We went out for a walk. I had shared that with you, and then we got the perspective like training for your success, because it's like once you get to that place, how do you want to show up? And if you're feeling, if you're allowing your thoughts and all that shit physically and mentally affect you in those moments, when you finally get to that level of success, then you're gonna be all mentally drained and you're gonna look old and ugly. You know what I mean?
You look old and ugly.
I know.
Just kidding.
So now that we have like a little reminder of what you were dealing with, and you said work, family, and what? It's crazy you said
Stuff.
And you said work first.
Well,
that's like
so work's really important for me. As I'm acquiring new clients, I also want to absolutely make sure I'm taking care of my current clients, and even when a past client reaches out, I want to be there for them. It's what I like to do. It's my jam. I know how to do it, and I'm here to help. So
this is like real conversation.
I know.
Yeah, that's not real conversation. That's like, let me go to work and play fucking like real conversation.
Well, then ask me real questions,
so the question is like, why work? Well, why was work your first thought?
For that very reason.
No, that's not the reason why. Because I think what you want right
well,
now.
I want to make more fucking money.
Exactly.
That's what I want. And the only way to do it is to work for it. And these days, you got to work smarter instead of harder.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So that's what you're putting a lot of time and effort. So much so that that again, the health part, like sometimes because we sit so much.
Oh yeah,
that
just
comes into play.
My health takes a back seat, and because of it, I'm like stationary, static. Don't really move as much as I had in the past, and because of it, I gained weight, and I don't know, probably lost of sleep. Trying to get to sleep instead of drinking now. I'll take an edible, and when the edible kicks in, then I get the munchies, and that also exacerbates the situation of the munchies like packing on some pounds, and not getting enough sleep is also, not helping. And yeah.
Okay. Well, so it's great that you identify it. It's great that like you can see it now.
Well, everybody can see it. I'm the one who's got to fucking deal with it.
Here she comes. Is that how you feel?
I didn't get the memo.
That's funny. Is that how you feel now?
I'm fucking frustrated as all get out.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I think today you came home and we talked about a plan. I think you felt good. You went and saw Dr. Lisa, who else was on the podcast, and she talked about what she does. And I feel like for forever and a day we've been talking about certain things. Even when it came to work and business, like if you turn around and if we reflect on it on a second and just kind of look backwards on the things, on where we were and the things that we were doing and where we are and the things that we're doing now, and then what, like the fruit of that labor, like it's just becoming better and better, right? And I think so I tie that to like the point that I think you're at your moment where you start making different decisions, right? So you start changing things is really what it is. Like nothing changes until you do. You start changing certain aspects, whether it's thoughts, whether it's you have to do it and you're going to go do it. Like you came home today super excited after talking to Dr. Lisa, and it made me feel good because
I said your favorite words. Let's do strength training.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said that.
And I fucking hate exercising. I fucking hate all of that shit.
Yeah, but you don't. Like
I do.
All right, so
no, I really do. Unless it's like dancing or or like kayaking, maybe that's fine.
I think once we have a group activity and you participate as well.
I don't like the heat, humidity. I don't like sweating. I don't like exercising at all. Yeah. I really fucking don't.
Well, but you like dancing.
I love dancing. I'm not saying that I don't like being like mobile or moving. I just fucking hate like regular cardio and HIIT training and strength training, and I'm not a gym rat. It's never been my jam.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I'll go for a bike ride. I'll do cross country running or going for a long ass walk. All that kind of shit.
There's going to be things that you're going to like within like a group training session. Especially if it's like punching the bag, right? It's like punching the bag and dragging shit. I think that'll be fun for you, especially if there's like a group thing involved. Just trust. On that one, I would assume, and I do agree. You don't have to always go to the gym and spend 15 minutes on like the elliptical if that's something you want. But wouldn't you agree that you do have to do something? You do have to get active.
Well, obvious.
Right.
Otherwise.
So back to I'm saying. So back to your point when you came home and you were excited today, that made me excited. It made me feel good. Because like I can see that you're ready internally. Like there's like a churn of like wanting to go and do it versus like knowing that you have to but not wanting. Now it's like more of like knowing that you want to. Like it's go time. Like I feel like you were like, all right, it's motherfucking go time right now. I'm gonna burn this goddamn bridge and I'm gonna go get it, and that made me excited. No. You were excited. And you fucking came and you shared all the stuff with me in terms of what you got going on and your plan with Dr. Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the past, like...
Are you excited?
Not really.
What?
Because it's not my favorite thing.
No, but aren't you excited for the outcome?
There's
though?
no... Well, the excitement is when I get to the outcome. Maybe then I'll be excited. Right now, it's like the only thing I'm fucking focusing on is all the fucking hard work I need to do to get to that point.
Yeah,
so
that
it's a bummer for me.
But that goes back to the same thing I was talking about last week. Like all you're thinking about is just the shit that like
right.
Instead of
I don't like this shit.
I understand, but like instead of thinking that way, right? Or
so the switch flip is, oh yeah, like I finally came to the realization that I have to do something. The awareness was already there. It's been there forever.
Yeah.
The fucking, like, how much more weight do I have to gain before I fucking get diabetes or a fucking heart attack?
Right.
That's not what I want. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that those, like, whatever it is, it's a moment of choice and like understand. It's like I don't want to feel that way, or like basically because you don't want to feel that way. Because you don't want to feel like you either...
Fat, old, and ugly.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have a heart attack.
Exactly. And those and
I'm
like,
pretty sure like most people don't want that either.
Right, exactly. Right. Some people don't get to that level of like acknowledgement or awareness, or they do but they don't do anything about it.
Right.
And they like
they just gain more weight and
they potentially like die early. Right, exactly. So the crazy part, well, not the crazy part, the great thing is that like those are the moments that then create the change. And that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like you're at that level, and to be able to see it like firsthand in front of you, and like touch it and be like, oh yeah, wow, look at that, yeah, you know, like to be able to touch it and feel it. I'm like, holy shit, this is cool, and I'm equally excited to be like part of that journey. You know what I mean? And to help. So that's cool. So then what? So how do you feel now, like that you can see, and I'll say the words again, like the light at the end of the tunnel. Because there is a light there, knowing that there's somebody else. And the other thing is, like, when we talk about support, right? Like, all of a sudden going to Dr. Lisa, now you have somebody else outside that knows what they're talking about outside of me, right? In terms of, like, hey, this is what I would recommend XYZ. But then you get outside support. And again, whether she's female or not, I think also that she's like a female successful. No, you don't think that's important? Well, not that it's important.
Not for me. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Because like my gyno's a dude, yeah, so right. Like and
which initially I'm like
it's more so that I got to know Lisa better, and knowing who she is and the type of person she is and what her journey has been. It was like a no-brainer, and also having the resources to be able to afford to go see someone decent for, my health and wellness. Because, before I couldn't even afford medical insurance or any insurance I was given. I always had like shitty doctors or whatever. So, it's been a struggle in that regard. But now, to the point where we've grown our businesses, I can actually afford to go see someone that's not.
Babe, just go past the business shit and the finances. Like, we're still just stick to the like, fuck that shit. Like, that stuff is fine, and yes, that's part of our journey. But like, it is what it is. And I guess the point is, yeah, if once you have the income or some sort of financial stability, but even if you didn't, like, you still need to find the support. And there's places out there, and there's people out there too that necessarily like, and it's not like it's crazy expensive, if it's like $60 a month or whatever it is, or even 120 for like a couple or whatever, she does. I think it's understanding the importance of where you're allocating the funds that you have. So like, it's been making the whole shit like a lot more sense more often than not. Like, is it worth this amount of dollars to equal this amount of knowledge or implementation or time saving or fill in the blank? It just makes most sense that way, and I think that's what you're getting at. But again, that to me, I think, is where we need to change a little bit of the vocabulary or the story that we keep talking about. Because yeah, that's part of our fucking story, but I don't think it needs to, like, unless we're talking specifically on like, hey, how we built our wealth, like I think we can start working on letting that shit go. It's like I couldn't afford it until now, because now you can. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing that we're talking about. It's like training for your success. You know what I mean? It's like, 'cause you like, I want to know more about the now and then what you're moving forward, instead of like, okay, we couldn't afford it. It's like, all right, let's get rid of that fucking notion. So I think we were just saying, like, it doesn't really matter that she's female, right? It doesn't have to be female, but I think it is a good connection that she's also knowledgeable, and at the same time, you guys, like, I would say, whether it's a female or not, she's someone we look up to, because she's very informative, knows what she's doing, running a successful business, and then has like everybody's like intention. Her intention is to.
Quite honestly, my draw to her was her courage and her spirit and mentality of, very similar to me. When someone tells you can't do something, it's like, oh yeah, watch me. Right. And with her, what she's been through and how, what she's gone through and how far, like, she's on the other side living her, her life and everything. like her personal story was, I'm like, shit, if they fucking told her she couldn't walk for the rest of her life and now she's fucking walking, I'm like, what's my fucking excuse? I don't have one. I'm just fucking, like, I have a bad attitude towards exercising on a daily basis. Eating, I don't mind eating healthy at all. Like, fruits and vegetables are my best friend. Protein's not so much, but I understand that my body needs protein in order to lose weight and all that other good stuff. But
yeah, I'm super excited. There's definitely gotta be some sort of excitement.
I think the excitement will come like once I see like the first fucking 20 pounds come off. And then oh shit, now my clothes don't fucking fit. They're too big. Now I gotta go shopping, and like that's like a whole nother thing. But ultimately, this is so fucking awesome. That will probably come closer to as I'm reaching my goal. Right now, it's just like, you probably can't hear it, but like I'm rolling my eyes so fucking hard just thinking of like all the exercise and work I'm gonna have to do. That's the part that sucks.
Yeah, but you really don't have to do that much. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do that much. Oh, you
I
just
don't want to do anything.
no. That's I get that. But like what I'm saying is like you don't have to do that much. Like you'll have to just do a little bit more. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you get through a threshold where you start enjoying it, then you do a little bit more. But like literally, you don't have to do that much. You just have to do more than what you were previously doing. You know. Even like what you did today outside when you were like going out and walking and doing the high knees. That was fucking awesome. That was great. It was like a proud moment. I was like, oh shit, there we go. And that led to today's, like, added to the feeling when you got home from Dr. Lisa, and then you got a plan. Now the only other thing is I would suggest is write it, right? So those notes that you had and everything that you got your plan, definitely fucking write it. Just like we're writing what we're writing. We're writing some affirmations, and oh man, they are great. We'll talk about that in a different episode. All right, so what else, man? Take us to the end here. Like, we'll come back to another one, but take us through like the last 2 weeks when we were talking about Train for Your Success and where you're at now. Like, take me through your perspective of when you heard that. Like, when I shared that with you, what like popped into your head? How did you connect that, and then how did you start actually working towards where we are today?
I don't know, like, I guess the whole training for your success thing, it's like ultimately all I want to fucking do is travel. And traveling and all the places that I want to be at and see, I'm going to have to like be active to do so. I'd like to do it within, the next few years and not have to wait till I'm a fucking 100 to be able to travel. In the meantime, like, I just need to get fit.
Do you want me to repeat the question? I'm just kidding. That's a great answer. Talk about the mental side of things, the mindset though. From when we had a walk, when we walked, right? Your mindset was all like, finances, bills, more work. What do I got to do? Like, once we talked about it, I shared the perspective of like training for your success. So the whole concept of if you're thinking about these things and then all of a sudden you finally get to the place, throughout having time thinking like that way, it's going to destroy you mentally and physically. So by the time you get to your success, like you said, when we go travel and walk around and stuff like that, you're talking physically. I'd like to know more on the mental side, on the mind side. How did that like affect you? What did you connect with that? And then how are you using that moving forward?
Can you ask one question first?
Okay. The first, when we were walking and you heard Train for Success, after that, what did you think of that when I shared it with you?
Any part of that at all, because that meant that I had to do some work.
I'm asking about the mental side, though. Like, weren't you, like, I saw, there was a second in your eyes when I said it, when you were like...
Well, yeah, because I don't want to travel in a fucking jazzy scooter. I'd rather be, like, walking around and stuff.
Okay,
no offense to anyone having to use a jazzy scooter or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I want to be able to walk around. I want to dance underneath the fucking Eiffel Tower.
So you want to do?
Huh?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
Okay.
When I get to go visit some Scandinavian countries, like, I want to be able to do stuff. I don't want to just, like, sit in a fucking cafe or whatever, like, just people watching, and, like, I want to do stuff.
Okay. And so as soon as you made that connection, what were your next thoughts?
Lose weight fast.
Okay, was there a moment of like, okay, Patti, this makes sense. Let's start fucking focusing on that versus the shit that you were focusing on that was making you feel like disconnected and angry and like I can see your shoulders raised?
What was the question?
Like once you made that connection, did it change your like what you were thinking about? Did it go from I don't have this to oh my god to yeah, let's go fucking do this because I don't want to walk around. I don't want to like be riding around a jazzy scooter. Like, what was that thought?
Yeah, just that. Like, I'd like to travel sooner than later. In doing so, I don't want to show up in fucking crutches or like a scooter or anything. Like, I want to be able to hop on and off boats like without any assistance. I want to be able to climb some mountains. Nothing like I don't know.
Mount Everest?
I mean,
no, babe. We're not climbing Mount Everest. We go climb some other mountain that's not that.
like there wasn't any.
No, but you did.
Like the training for the success part, it's like, how do you want to show up? Well, I don't want to fucking show up old, fat, and ugly, which is what I feel right now. So I obviously have to fucking do something about it, and that's what it is. So, like, I don't know. I've been going down the rabbit hole of fucking Ozempic, and I'm like, well, shit, that's fucking drugs that people with diabetes need to take. So let me just fucking do all the fucking hard work and, hopefully I can stick to it and come out on the other end, like, fine. But then on the other part, it's like, well, I'm destined to be fucking fat, and I don't really fucking like it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. I'm, like, not trying to body shame anyone. Like, it's none of that. For me, being fat, it's not for me. Like, I don't like being a fatty patty. Like, I don't. I fucking hate it. One of my favorite things is to
We're still here.
One of my favorite things is to go on roller coasters. If I get in a roller coaster and the fucking whatever security harness can't close, then I can't go on fucking roller coasters. That would really fucking suck. I don't want to get so fucking fat that I get to that point. Fortunately, right now I can still bend over, touch my toes, tie my shoes, all that kind of shit. I don't want to like I'd rather rock better clothes than the fucking potato sacks I've been wearing. So, in talking to a lot of people that have been on like Ozempic, Wegovy, like all the other kind of stuff, like to me, I'm like, well, I need a fucking jump start because I know once I get to feeling better physically, then yeah, it's fucking easier to move around. And if I don't want the saggy skin or whatever from the weight loss, then yeah, I have to fucking do some strength training. Like just fucking making all kinds of fucking changes just to come out better on the other side.
Yeah, right. And now I would say there are changes for sure, but really
My mindset still isn't there yet. My mindset is not there yet. It's going to be a minute until I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't go a day without getting to fucking boxing class or CrossFit or whatever. Like I may never get to that point.
Babe, but that inner voice that you make, like you make it as like it's a stereotype voice. And that stereotype voice doesn't necessarily have to be you. Is a point that you should try to reflect on.
It'll probably never be me. That's not my thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it doesn't have to be you. What I'm saying is like you can still go to boxing class and I'd be like, oh my god, I can't go a day without it in that tone. You can be like, I love going to boxing class. You get to punch the shit out of bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. My point is those are the like how you think about it will change how you think about it and how you feel about it. That's it.
Do you really want to know what I feel when I go to hit a punching bag?
Yeah, go ahead and we'll end on that.
I don't think you want to hear. I might get canceled.
No, why? Why? Share. I'd like to hear. Just figure out a way how to say it. So it's not like.
Okay, the politically correct way to say it is I love to beat the shit out of the fucking gym bag so I can get all of my fucking frustrations out.
Okay.
It's great for mental health.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what you should be doing. And then that's what you should be saying so that way you actually pick up the fucking punch bag and you go start punching it. Instead of like, oh my God, I can't go a day without boxing. That's the point.
Okay, so here's a change. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm not going boxing. The right way to correct your mindset and to rewire your way of thinking is to say, I fucking love hitting the punching bag. I cannot wait until I get to punch the shit out of the fucking punching bag so I can get my fucking frustrations out.
That's it. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start punching some fucking punching bags. I can't wait. Good job, babe. That was a good one. I can't wait to do this again, probably in another day or two. Well, we got a lot of things to cover and share. But that was a great one. That was a great in and out. Don't be upset. Don't be angry. That's exactly how we got to think about things. So we already know punching for you, going to boxing class is punching the shit out of things, and that's only gonna fucking help you. And getting all your aggression out, upsetness, angry, all that stuff, which is gonna lower what? It's gonna lower what, man? Why are you looking at me like you want to punch me? Why? You know what I mean? Why are you looking that way? Frustrations now about what?
Being put on the spot.
It's not. We're not even. Nobody even is here. It's just us two talking for real while we're recording. But nobody is even right here. And you're like, what's the problem? We're just sharing. This is all we're doing. You and I are sharing together, and people get a chance to listen. So, I think I'm equally as excited. I know you're excited, and nothing changes until you do. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great week. We'll get back on it. And last word. Say it. Go question whatever you want to say to the people. Something inspiring. Go fucking punch. Nothing? You want to say nothing right now? All right, everyone. Go crush it. We'll see you guys on the next one. And don't forget, nothing changes until you do. Peace.